Tay Marker, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get right to it. Action! What's going on, Alamo City Movie Talk fans? I'm Ryan, DA Ryan 680.
And Juan at Cloud X Drive.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Juan, Cloud himself. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since he's back here in the studio, right?
Yeah, man. We had a pandemic.
Yeah, we had a pandemic.
Movie theaters were shut down.
Yeah, man. You've been working a lot, you know.
Yeah.
And now, comeback story, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, comeback story. We're back at it here at the studio. This is probably the first review in person in a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And what better way to do it than May the 4th? And Doctor Strange 2, man. What a way to really start out the year really good, guys. And yeah, and the year's going by so quickly. But yeah, let's get right to it, man. So Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What did it exceed your expectations? Going into this movie, what did you expect out of it? Did it reach everything you expected out of it? I mean, just so many questions come into this, and we'll talk about spoilers at the end. But non-spoiler review, no spoilers whatsoever. What can you tell us about this movie as far as like the comics and all that stuff? Like without how accurate is it? I mean, tell me, what are your thoughts, man, coming out of this movie?
I mean, it's hard to be accurate, especially with the MCU, because especially with Scarlet Witch.
Yeah,
because she's an X-Men.
Yeah,
I mean, that's always tough. I'm trying to not spoil anything. Overall, it was good. Like being MCU, it had a great setup. Obviously watch WandaVision before you watch this movie.
Yeah, see,
stuff setting up to it.
Yeah, and that was the major concern, and it's kind of hard because it's like you have to really understand where this takes off from, and really, essentially, it takes off from No Way Home and WandaVision. So with that being said and everything, I saw a lot of people commenting on other vloggers and other YouTubers. I'm all like, do you have to watch WandaVision? Because a lot of people so I would say to get really into detail, to have that emotional aspect of Elizabeth Olsen acting in this movie, you have to watch the WandaVision, and really to make sense of it all, because you're gonna be like, what the hell's going on? What do they talk? What's Westview? What is that place? And you're like, right? You just like, and then the comic guys are like, oh my god, no, that did not happen in the comics, or just this, all that BS, right? But the point is that we got to see this movie on the big screen. So excited, so grateful. And here's a synopsis, guys. Dr. Stephen Strange casts a forbidden spell that opens the doorway to the multiverse, including alternative versions of himself, whose threat to humanity is too great for the combined forces of Strange, Wong, and Wanda Maximoff. So with that being said and everything, going into this movie, I really didn't think we were going to get that much Wong. I don't know why I didn't think so. I just thought he was going to be very busy with being the Sorcerer Supreme, which is crazy because a lot of people, and it's funny because I feel like in this movie a lot they kind of take dabs, and in the past movies they have, and even in Spider-Man, Shang-Chi too. Yeah, like it was just like, I thought you were the Sorcerer Supreme. Like they just keep going on. It's funny every time. I love that, man, because his Benedict Cumberbatch face, his emotional facial recognition is just so good. I love it. It feels so genuine. Feels so great. It feels like he just gets like a backstab in like every single time, right? He just takes that hit. What'd you think of the chemistry between Cumberbatch and Elizabeth Olsen in this movie, man?
I liked it. It was really good.
Yeah.
For two characters that haven't had even much screen time together.
Yeah.
They did really good, dude, establishing who they are, acknowledging each other. It was really good. Yeah,
man, and to know, I coming right after this movie, I was just like, oh my god, like Elizabeth Olsen has exceeded my expectations of watching this movie. I really didn't think we were going to get that emotional level that I thought we were. And I know a lot of people are talking about this movie as such a horror film, and it is, guys. This is like the most horror themed Marvel movie, I would say, as of right now, right? Because I kind of feel like Thor Dark World was trying to reach that level a little bit, at least scary.
No, I don't even think scary.
I mean, okay, well, Dark Elves. I mean, I don't know. I was
going for a darker tone.
Yeah,
like it wasn't
the first
Thor, like it's comedy.
Yeah, it didn't exceed the level. I wish, in the weird back of my mind, I was all like, maybe this is the level they were kind of trying to reach, but it didn't have the
this movie
story
specifically had horror aspects to it.
Definitely. And that's thank you for mentioning that. That's actually thank you to director Sam Raimi himself, which his movie Spider-Man turned 20 years this week, guys. I can't believe it's been 20 years since the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. It's just really grateful, really amazing. And to know Sam Raimi's comes from the Evil Dead, that horror theme. I mean, he knows it. This is his bread and butter, man.
Yeah.
To bring a horror person into a comic book. Oh, who would have thought of that first? DC thought of that first. With James Wong in Aquaman. He made Aquaman the horror guy. But again, though, that's DC. They did it first, and then Marvel followed through and whatever.
Amber Turd.
Whatever, man.
Yeah. The bed first.
Oh man, yeah, you're right about that. I'll give you that. We saw Rachel McAdams here, which we knew she was going to be in it, of course. The love interest in this story. We saw a lot of new characters here. Well, obviously, we can't mention it because of spoilers. But overall, in this movie, the runtime of this film came out to be 2 hours and 6 minutes. I enjoyed this movie throughout so much. I enjoyed the spell casting. I enjoyed his reaction. Now, again, with Marvel, with a lot of the jokes in here, I know you were laughing at some of them, and I was laughing at some of them, and then I was laughing at some that you weren't, and then vice versa. Taking that comedy into consideration, they were hitters, man. I'm not gonna lie, they were hitters, but at the same time, I kind of feel like they overdid on some things. But again, that's just the way Marvel does it, and it works out in the formula, and it works out in the past, and it has been working out for a very long time, especially with No Way Home and everything. I feel like it works out good. Obviously, they're not gonna hit on every single joke, but I still enjoyed it because it kind of creates that lighter tone where it's too dark. And I also heard people on my right kind of saying like what the heck, like this movie was kind of weird. They didn't like it. So that's what we're gonna talk about here, the whole horror aspect of it. With Marvel fans and everything, they're so used to that formula, and it's really gonna either hurt or acknowledge like, hey, there's a formula that they follow that they're used to, that Marvel fans are used to. But I feel like it did kind of stick to it, not really, but at the same time, it kind of made a challenge. Like it really challenged itself in this movie, I would say. It
broke like the typical Marvel movie model.
Yeah.
Like even with the climax, like all the setup, like
exactly.
It was different.
Real different.
I don't think they were wrong for doing it.
Yeah,
I think it opens a lot of opportunities for future movies.
Exactly, man.
And shows, because they're blowing up on the projects
Disney Plus,
Disney Plus.
Yeah, and Doctor Strange really comes in here, hits that emotional level that I really did enjoy and I admired so much. We get to see a different kind of Doctor Strange in here. Obviously, this is a multiverse, right? There was different kind of emotions, different kind of character development. We had to see a lot of him. Elizabeth Olsen, once again, I talk about her all the time on like, dude, she is an A-list actress. I mean, God, she should do something different besides Marvel. I want to see her do something more of Academy Award winning movie or Emmy Award winning shows. With that being said, I enjoyed her so much in this movie. She really captured that mother essence that like a mother's gonna do anything to protect her children, a mother's gonna do anything to find her children, and that's the beauty of it, because it really carries that emotional that we found in WandaVision, man. And it's funny because a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't like WandaVision or whatever," and that's fine. That's fine. But I enjoyed the hell out of it because it really reached a level that I never thought Marvel could reach, and that's that emotional level that people don't want to talk about. Emotional things, social anxiety. It reached a level to where she felt, isolated, and she felt that she just wanted the life that she never got, that was taken from her from Thanos. And the dwelling of it, the dwelling in the past, that was something really dark and level that I really didn't admire. And that's also like, dude, this is crazy. Like, Wanda, this is really good story. Really good, solid story here. Good. It's really well directed, guys. And yeah, definitely this is an A+. We definitely recommend this movie, guys, for the moviegoers out there. Be sure to check out this movie at a theater near you. Any final thoughts, Juan?
Not really.
Okay.
2 post-credit scenes.
Yeah, there is 2 confirmed post-credit scenes, guys, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, if you have not already, guys, be sure to check out our spoiler review of this movie, guys. Let's go to ratings, Cloud, before we hit up the ratings. 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest. What do you give this rating, man?
Ooh, I'm going to give it a 7.
Why? Okay, tell me why. Okay, tell me the negative. Tell me.
the climax wasn't all that. I mean, it being the multiverse of madness, I expected more multiverse than what we got.
Oh, okay.
Like, I mean, we get more out of Into the Spider-Verse. We get more out of...
Oh, dang.
We get 3 universes from No Way Home.
Okay.
That's something I expected. I expected them to explore more, like... Mm-hmm. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Even the climax. It felt how long was the runtime?
2 hours and 6 minutes. So it was shorter than No Way Home.
Yeah, it felt short. I wish they would have
done more screen or
more character development with America Chavez or
something.
They could have done something more. Mm-hmm. I wish it was longer. It wasn't bad. In no way was it bad. And I'm not giving it a 7. Maybe a high 7, close to an 8. I think if I give it an 8, that's giving it too much credit. I think, in my opinion, I do love it. I'm still watching it again. Just some things I wish they did different. Like the music score. The music score wasn't terrible, but it didn't capture me.
Yeah, it wasn't bright and big, and
nothing dynamic.
You couldn't remember it. Like if you can't remember the theme, then it's not.
Yeah, I know for Suicide Squad, the good one, those 2 songs stayed in my head the way.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, I got you. Okay,
this movie didn't do that for me. Okay. It was good, but it wasn't great.
So I'm gonna throw you a big one. This is weird because I'm a DC guy. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I actually liked that climax scene. I enjoyed Elizabeth Olsen. On this one. I loved Elizabeth Olsen, her reaction to it. I felt that emotional level, and I'm going to have to give this, I know this is totally off the wall. I'm going to have to give this a 9 out of 10, man. I'm going to give this a 9. Solid 9. Yeah, this is me. And it's usually for Marvel films, you're higher than me. So, knowing that, it's reached a level to where it exceeded itself. A Marvel film that challenges the Marvel formula. Cumberbatch exceeds himself along with co-star Olsen that reaches a horror element for Marvel. Great direction taken by Sam Raimi. I'll say that. Plain and simple, man. I really enjoyed this movie, guys. Be sure to check this out at theater near you. And if you haven't already, once again, guys, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching.